It's your boy Concert Viz 34, and today I want to talk Blink 182. This is a band that I've seen twice. I don't talk a lot about them on here. You see a lot more of the GM bands, a little bit of hip hop. But I did grow up listening to Blink 182, seeing two different shows here in Hartford, and they are doing a Vegas residency. So let's talk about that. There's 4 months of this residency, 16 dates in total, and it's going to be at the Palms Casino Resort and Spa at the Pearl Theater. It's a theater that seats around 1,000 to 2,000 people, depending on its formation. So let's go over the months. These are really weekend dates. So these are going to be dates that are catered towards people having a weekend getaway in Vegas. So we have May 26th and 27th. That's the first month and only 2 shows in May. In June, we get 6 shows, June 8th and 9th, June 15th and 16th, and then June 23rd and 24th. Then we have to go all the way down to October, and there's 2 shows, the 26th and the 27th of October. You got 2 dates there. And in November, we have 6 dates to end this little run during the 2018 year. November 2nd and 3rd, November 9th and 10th, and then November 16th and 17th is going to be the final dates here for this 16-night residency in Vegas. So, again, Palms Casino out there in Las Vegas, Pearl Theater, again, 1,000 to 2,000 people. I like the idea of it being 1,000 to 2,000 people. This band had its humble beginnings, grew up and then blew up, got through the Warped Tour, and then their headlining tours, and then their festivals and larger scale tours. So for only a 2K at most to really see a band like this, it's going to be a nice intimate show for diehard fans who love this band, even with all the changes throughout the years from their sound and from the people actually in it. And another thing I like about this is it gives people an opportunity to check out this rare event on multiple dates and in multiple months. One of the things that's tough when you have these kind of only 16 shows and with Vegas type of things like this, sometimes they do it for a couple weeks, or they do it for 2 or 3 weekends, and then that's it. And you can't go in June because you got weddings, you got baby dedications, you got first communions popping up there whenever people announce something. You can plan as a Blink fan to go to one of these months, and it's really reasonable to have one of these months open. If you're busy at one time of the year, you're a school teacher, or you're a tax guy and you have busy seasons, you can go on, you go now in May or June. And same thing with vice versa. If you're busy in May or June, you can go in October, November. So I think that's cool. Now, what I would like to see from this is I want to see some diversity in set lists. The reason I've only seen Blink 182 twice, even though I've grown up on them and I loved listening to them growing up, and I still like listening to them now every now and then, is the set lists are pretty much the same. They throw in a couple cool songs here and there, or they mix it up every now and then, but it's really the same songs. And for live music, for the amount of money it costs to travel to a Vegas or to travel to your local venue, I want to see a little more setlist variety. So I would like to see them perform Dude Ranch in its entirety. I would like to see them perform a concert here for this little run where they do a bunch of the lesser mainstream songs, where they just pull out a bunch of old songs. It doesn't have to be one album, but a bunch of old songs. I like to see them bring out some guests here and there to do certain songs, because that's what these ideas of a residency is about. Billy Joel, my boy out here in NYC, has his residency. He's whipping out all sorts of guests. I saw that violinist, Mr. Perlman, doing Downeaster Alexa when I went to go see him. That's what made that show special in its residency. So I want Blink to push itself, and I want my boy from Alkaline Trio, that's Matt Skiba. I want you to learn every song from Blink front to back and be ready to perform the entire catalog throughout this set of shows. And speaking of my boy Matt Skiba from Alkaline Trio, another thing that's interesting is that obviously it's not the original lineup, and that's another thing with certain fans. They're still going to go see him, but it'll be interesting to see, compared to, I wonder how this would have done if this was back in the Tom DeLonge days, or even, Scott's not as big because Travis is more of an icon than Scott ever was. But if it'd be interesting to see if they did this much earlier. I don't think they could have done it. But like if obviously if like let's say Scott comes back and plays drums, that won't happen. But it would be kind of interesting to see if they could bring some of the past members back, all two of them. But I don't think that's going to happen. So let me know what you guys think if you're Blink-182 fans. Definitely like, comment, subscribe. Again, my biggest thing I'm hoping for is please, Blink, make it worth people paying for these tickets to go to Vegas, paying them hotel taxes, paying all those fees you got to pay when you go and stay in Vegas. I've been to Vegas twice. Once when I was 13. R. Kelly's Ignition remix was popping that summer, and then I went once in 2012 when I turned 21. And so I wouldn't go to this just because I have too much money invested in other stuff, and Blink is a band I like, but they're not like one of my favorite, like die hard type of, like I know every song front to back. Now, as I've grown up, I've grown to like other bands, but there's still a band of my childhood. I still mess with them. I listen to that California album was pretty cool, I thought, But like I said, definitely like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think if you are Blink fans. Other than that, I am out, and good luck to all y'all trying to scoop up the tickets. May you get the tickets over the bots and the scalpers, allegedly, because they cleaning up the bots and everything. Allegedly is what Ticketmaster says. But hopefully the true fans get tickets, and hopefully the prices aren't wilding out. Hopefully it's a fair price for the average Joe working class diehard Blink fan. But I am out, and thank you guys for watching.